First they said I couldn't, then they said I shouldn't. Never scared to get this bread. I built my team and kept it pushing. First they said I couldn't, then they said I shouldn't. Never scared to get this bread. I built my team and kept it pushing.
Welcome to Just Be a Man About It. Cause like always, as always, we will be a man about it. But I thank you for tuning in to another episode of this podcast. This ain't your granddaddy podcast, your uncle podcast, or even your brother podcast. This hosted by the man Rock. And with that being said, this podcast is for you ladies. I must admit, man, you do what the woman wants you to do, and trust me, more women want you to do it. Yes, I will. But thank y'all for checking in, man. If you ain't like, subscribe, or better yet, hit the bell, then you're doing 3 things wrong before we start. So before you even listen to another, go ahead and do that for me. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, or more importantly, hit that bell so that you never miss a thing. But thanks again for tuning in to Just Be a Man About It. Well, we speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Most of the times you'll see me by myself holding it down, but sometimes I go get the convo with the king. We getting a little deep tonight and talking about different kind of relationships, not just a relationship. And KINGZ, you were just speaking on something that you personally are going through right now. You said what type of relationship you are in and what's the benefits, or I guess the pros and cons. And you gotta tell the brothers how you told your lady you want to try this.
Strong way. Let me say, I didn't tell her. Nah. Honestly, right now we're in a polytriad, which that is a 3-person relationship. And in our case, it will be a FMF, female, male, female, meaning I'm the point and it's 2 females in the relationship.
Sound like a win-win to me. That's
my boy.
Alright, and that's the first response, but let me paint a picture for you.
Strong way.
So you think of all the good times you have with your lady, you know, the things she does, and you're like, yeah. Now let's think about the times when you don't know why she mad, or the times you don't know what you did wrong, or the times why you didn't do this. Now double it. So it can be good, it can be bad. But the main thing about that type of relationship is simply the communication, the honesty about it. You know, having those guidelines. You have some people that will have a quote unquote open relationship that they just do whatever they want. That's not the case.
Right.
With this, it is 3 people committed into that relationship itself. Okay. There's no jumping out.
Right.
And sometimes it can go to a quad. It can go further out than that, meaning you all may come together and say, just like how me and my girl made the determination of we like to bring someone else into the relationship. And then as a group, you date that other individual. So it's an interesting factor, but in that case, like if it's me, say for instance when you meet a young lady, it's just you.
Right.
So it's what you like, da-da-da. But when you and your young lady is meeting another young lady, it's what you both like. So you have to come to the same page. What are we looking for?
Right.
What are we looking at?
Yeah.
You know, a dude like, man,
you know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure you bring the right person in.
You know, but she may want more than that. She may want more of a foundation, but it doesn't always have to be a sexual on the full spectrum of them two. Sometimes it may be that way. But if it's in a situation of them just being fluent, meaning at any time the feeling is there, they may go into that action. But most of the time it's just tribal living, meaning 3 incomes into the household.
Must be nice.
You know, 3 incomes in the household, share responsibilities.
And they want to work willingly?
Yeah, you know, it's like, just imagine those times when you're like, man, I'm off from work late and we need to cook dinner. Oh, well, she's already off. All right, she's cooking. Or didn't have time to clean up. We got people coming over. Oh, I can go ahead and do that while y'all take care of this. It's just like how you have that partner in your relationship with your significant other.
So now you have
3 of y'all. Yeah.
2 of y'all.
Yeah.
More hands. More hands in the More hands.
More hands.
Get more things.
Yeah, you gotta buy more toilet paper. You gotta buy more toilet paper too.
Right.
But that's basically what it is. So in my situation.
Now, how long have you been in this situation?
It's been almost a year now.
Okay.
If not a year.
Was it something that you introduced her to, or was it something you both looked into at the same time? How did that unfold the first time?
Of course, I presented the
of course.
the situation. No, but I presented it in an honest factor. Meaning, I knew I didn't want to dog her out. I didn't want to go out there and do X, Y, and Z in these streets, make her look stupid. Yeah. So I explained where I was coming from. Because prior to her, I didn't have a relationship for years. Mm-hmm. I was just living life.
Yeah.
And the first thing she said was no. Like, no, why would I do that? Like, well, that's what I'm explaining to you. I haven't done anything wrong to you or wronged you, but I'm just explaining this to you. And later on, we just had a conversation about being honest. If you can't be honest with the person you love about what you want, about what you look for, and I started just asking her, what is the things that you want, whatever things like that, and then she asked me, and I explained it to her. And it's right before I was going to the studio. I still remember that day because I ironed my clothes, and we brought it up, and she just looked at me, and I said, all right, well, I'm about to get ready to go. Give her a kiss, left for the studio, came back a couple hours later, she's on the laptop. And I'm like, what you doing? She said, I'm just researching. Researching what? Polytriads. Oh, really? You know, and that's when the conversation started. And it took about 3-4 months from there to kind of get to the idea of where we decide we want to go with it and all our rules, guidelines. And then it's just been going from there. So, yeah.
Now, you know, I have to say, I'm sitting here damn near in awe.
I see you over there.
I am.
I saw the little smirk. I wasn't sure if there was no proud smirk.
Let me tell you, I seen over there with a proud man over there.
Like you were proud, like, my son talked somebody into this.
But see, let me explain to you why. My son, this is my youngest son. This is my baby boy, okay? And let me explain to you why. He said that all the men in his life, every man that he knows in his life were players of some sort. Now, and we had to give the gab, but that didn't come just by osmosis. Okay, these are the things that were said to us. You're a crummer man. You this, you that, and I said it to my boys, Rock, and I said it to, and my brother said it to his boys, and my father said it to me. My grandfather said it to my father. My great-grandfather said it to him. You understand? So we were always bred it that we were supposed to have several women. But there was not one time that anybody ever said, have a conversation with them. Make it all right with them. Now, how did my son come from 4 generations of crummer men and figure this out
and display his talent?
I am on it all.
First they said I couldn't, then they said I shouldn't. Never scared to get this bread. I built my team and kept it pushing. First they said I couldn't, then they said I shouldn't. Never scared to get this bread. I built my team and kept it pushing.
All aboard!